How's it going, guys? My name is Graeme, and welcome back. We're here with Riddle School 3. Gotta play around with these little doodads at the bottom, whatever it is they're for. Nothing important. There's the same old pop-up, I keep forgetting that it's there, that just says, like, this button takes you to the main menu. Obviously, we have the quit. That actually does something. No, you're a bear. Well, someone's weed whacking just outside the window, so I guess I'm waiting that out for a minute. How's everyone's day going? Classic, same disclaimer we've had every time. I really want to better understand what this joke is all about. I might legitimately reach out to John to find out. I tried to watch his developer commentary to see if he had anything to say about it, and he never clicked it. He never did it. Maybe he forgot that the joke was even there. I digress. We can move on and actually start the game now, rather than being stuck in there forever. Having a shoreline school seems pretty rad. Blah for a license plate. Like, that'd be really cool if you just look outside your window and there's just like the ocean coming in and out. No wonder you'd want to escape. That seems absolutely gorgeous. I like the commitment to the added bit of detail. Like, one, the characters are just older now and they're all taller and everything, same as before. Redrawing all the characters in every game and all the artwork, like, really just above and beyond, except for that one sink. You all know what I'm talking about. And then we got the little glowy bits in the eyes and stuff. It's such a weird detail, but I guess the shading and everything there as well, just trying to elevate it. World map, you are here, you are not here. Realistically, they could have just scribbled over the entirety of the map, every available other inch of it. There might be one or two exceptions, but usually just the one exception. You are here, not there. I don't even know how to comment on that. The smiling globe. Oh yeah, it is kind of smiling. I guess it's not Earth then. This thing on the wall is not enough to make me happy. Peeling wallpaper. Someone must have mistaken the wall for a banana. The moo is the best thing about this classroom besides the door to leave. I am pretty sure that Phil is meant to be a stand-in for John, like, throughout these games, and so I genuinely hope that he wrote that on the wall and was like, is that dumb? No, it's not. It's not just not dumb, it's the best. It's the best part. Study for the test on Saturday? No. Who can tell me what is wrong with that sentence? Mr. Soggy. The globe, which you can spin around, grab the chewing gum. An air vent. There's a rubber band back in the air vent. I would get it, but my fingers couldn't reach. Instead, grab up the ruler. I kind of half remember this puzzle and like none of the rest of this game, except for the fact that there's 2 floors. Crazy, right? That's my friend Fred. He lent me his whistle to escape school a while back. It's too bad he lost his whistle recently, or I'd be out of here in a matter of seconds. He lost it recently. You guys are clearly like a fair bit older this time around. Maybe it's only meant to be like a year, but it looks notably older. And he's had that whistle that whole time. He must have really loved that thing. Zach, I don't know why, but he's always cold. Just a joke that just has persisted throughout. With like not even an attempt at an explanation. He ran into the cafeteria while it was burning a few days ago, and all the flames were frozen solid. There's a weird recurring joke all of a sudden that I've never picked up on before, that there's always a fire at these schools. There's one that had to do with like a fire in a water fountain or something, and then there was literally a fire extinguisher that they talked. There's like always one fire that they refer back to. From what little I paid attention to during my science classes, that shouldn't be possible. And Smiley, for some dumb, insane, unfathomable reason, nailed it. She enjoys her classes. I've also noticed that she doesn't blink. Does everyone else blink? Well, Fred's like legit falling asleep. I'm pretty sure Phil blinks. Zach doesn't either. Mr. Soggy, he's blinking. I guess his eyes may be like frozen open though. That could be what's going on. That's a sound explanation. That's Mr. Soggy. He is a generally lazy teacher who can be very strict if he wants to be, but mostly the lazy. That's like where things mostly it supersedes. You make the gummy ruler, fish it around in the vent to grab ourselves that sweet, sweet rubber band. because who knows what miraculous things lie in wait for us there. I love the commitment to animating those like 2 or 3 frames of the rubber band. Could have so easily just tweened it or like anything else, but it was like, nah, I'll do the tiniest bit of animation as it gets picked up. And then I think I can just rubber band the teacher. Blast him right in his noggin. Phil's eyes weren't glowy in the cutscene. I'm blind. I can't see. Well, I'm sure you'll get over it. Just exercise those eyes. Give them a workout. Give them a try. You're overly reliant on those glasses. Just get over it. That wasn't a very sharp idea, actually. It was kind of blurry. Which, what an amazing eventual payoff for that ridiculous running joke. Riddle School 3. School. Black and white, like much more dramatic than the previous ones. Yes, John Bro made a 3rd Riddle School. I thought he'd never finish. I'll be sure to play it as soon as I'm out of this place. So that also means that 2 and 3 both have references to themselves within their games. I'm curious if that's a joke that carries forward. Oh, you can't click on all the goops. Usually you can click on the goops. I can't go out this way, even though the doors are unlocked. Whoever built this building accidentally made part of a brick wall on the other side of those doors. Oh, it's an effective way to seal in the kids while giving them that shred of hope. Seems like it might have been sadistically intentional. Everything I've ever learned in school, I learned from looking at an exit sign. Ooh, it's pretty jazzy in the library. Jazzy and shushy. Shut up. No, you're a moose. What is going on? Why is this carrying on? This is really funny, but I just have Discord open on the other side, and I had like a quick I should see if John got back to me on the no, you're a bear, and he did, and he said, I think it was just randomness. So apparently, whatever this running gag is throughout this game has nothing to do with anything. Mr. Reed, how are you? I'm feeling kind of depressed. I'm a librarian and I can't even read. Well, I can read, but only big print books. You see, my eyesight is like a stuffed monkey doll. It's fuzzy. That's a cute analogy, isn't it? How to read. Read this. This book was written by George, age 5. And it got published. Is that all it takes? For the picture book? Title page? Catchy title. And one singular picture? Poem book by Pinky. Penny poem. Find 5 pennies, find them all, every penny in the hall. Which I think I just found one in the hall. Did I remember to click it? Riddle School 3 secret. Don't beat this game 2 times straight or else you'll meet a certain fate. And key, deep in the jungle, you will find a key guarded by creatures that watch from the trees. That's got to be a reference to like a different game or something, right? I truly think that has nothing to do with anything here. Face on. Applied directly to the forehead. Nope, directly to the toenail. Leet. Applied directly to the toenail. This message was paid for by Karsh, which that could be a friend of John's. Zonic! Yay! Zonic is awesome. John has done a few parody animations that he has one where he did like an animated version of a fanfic where Kirby meets Mario, and he like left all the broken narrating and bad grammar intact, and it's incredible. And I wonder if Zonic, that must just also be some other ridiculous fanfic thing. Maybe it's an OC. I have no idea. Mr. Reed, right, I just need to hand him the glasses. Because prescriptions don't matter. Perhaps they're just reading glasses. Sweet. Here's a free bookmark. There's something about the character design of this guy, like the narrow to tapering torso and stuff, that feels slightly different than like other character designs in this game. I feel like John was trying some new things out, you know? That's a locker. Surprise, surprise, it's locked. Will it just say that for literally everyone, hey? well, there you have it. I can actually go back into this room. I see no reason to. I don't see like a stray penny. Ooh, chalk. I really doubt that swiping chalk from the teacher's blackboard will help me escape. Yeah, but you could draw an outline on the floor so people know where something was. Surely that'll be useful. Ice cold Aqua Cola Classic. Aqua Cola has only one ingredient. So it's water. I like Wet Aid and Aqua Cola. So they're basically all just water products. I don't think that's directly what Wet Aid was saying, but I like these fake products. The sink, for whatever reason. There's actually a cutscene to go along with it this time. Just that 1,000-yard deer caught in the headlights. Nope. Big nope. Back into the men's room. Mirror. I can see myself in the mirror. Isn't that exciting? That's some cool trickery to have taken the extra time to animate such a thing. Those things behind me are called sinks. You use them to wash your hands. It's hard to tell with such a plain, boring sink design. I like my sinks to look abstract and wild. It's a urinal. Not much else to say there. There's something about this gray urinal that makes me think of Madness Interactive, and I want to rip it off the wall and bash people with it. God, that game was great. Toilet paper, toilet! Just really felt the need to shout that, huh? That's some leaky plumbing. I don't know the name of the janitor in this game, but we should try and recruit them to go do something about all that, maybe. Papers would be nice if there was a single pencil in this entire building. It's kind of funny to think that that's something we have not actually encountered. Yay, textbooks without any pages. So are they like duotangs? What a good word. That dime is about 1.5 feet out of my reach. Can I re-recruit this thing? No, I think you poke it with the bookmark. No. There, now we have something long enough. There's some vague remembrances. Quite the fancy tool you got. I like the lack of effort put into drawing a face. It was just like the tiny, laziest sketch with hair. Those are boxes labeled scissors, rulers, pens, pencils, and markers. That's misleading. Besides air, there's nothing inside any of those boxes. Calculators. I don't know for sure, but I bet half those calculators are broken. At a minimum, really. Tissues are the way to go if you need to sneeze all of your snot into something. I wouldn't have it any other way. Maybe my hand. It's probably a good second choice. I really doubt I'll be stapling anything before I escape the school. What kind of supply closet is this? There isn't even anything in the trash can. That must be like a little bit of a joke from the fact that you just yank things from trash cans in other Riddle School games. That's like a common solution trajectory. You're gonna take toilet paper with you, and you don't see potential value in a stapler? I don't know, man. I think you're underestimating the power of staplers. Where'd you come from? The hallway. I fell asleep in class. I want some chlorophyll too. Oh yeah, that's like their vending machine in the corner. Here's a 20-ton cat in the hallway. There's. Ha ha ha! I think I'm in the wrong. I'm just gonna laugh. Angry-Face from Newgrounds, which was like a go-to reference, I suppose. It comes up a bunch in Henry Stickmin as well. I should really look into the origins of that. I think it's just like a unique emoji that Newgrounds made at one point. I'll come back to the teacher's lounge. I'm busy just grabbing up some pennies. Locker's locked, a bunch of Angry-Faces. It's covered with the Newgrounds Angry-Face stickers. I wish I could say that it was my locker, but sadly, it isn't. I bought a t-shirt from Newgrounds back in 2008 or something, and it came with some tank stickers and Angry-Face stickers, and I still have them. I never put them on anything because I didn't want to not have it anymore. My locker is a clean yellow locker that's upstairs. I'm genuinely a little shocked that you would bother to have a clean locker, Phil. That really didn't seem like your jam. Locked. Figures. A Newgrounds poster. That's what it is. Pretty much the best poster I've ever seen in a school ever. Oh man, I used to have the sickest Newgrounds poster. I probably still have it somewhere, but I haven't had it hung up anywhere in years. I love that thing. The lunchroom. Big old egg on the wall. I'm just supposing the school ran out of decorations. Hey! I don't know if this is the case, but some of these splats on the wall look very similar to the ones in the first game, but they probably not meant to be a thing. Today's special or something? I think I saw it said poo. I'm just gonna click around in the meantime. Maybe. Turns out I have no poo. Today we're having poo. Well, you're not gonna try and hide it, huh? Macaroni, 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 macaroni. Put the cheese in the noodles, and what do you get? Macaroni, 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 macaroni. That is a reference to Nox's Corner, like the claymation. They're just so good. I really should do like a history video on that series, because what Nox did with that was, I don't know, everything from that is too funny. Greg? That's Greg. He's been sleeping for 8 years. My old middle school teacher, Mrs. Sleep, has been asleep for a few years as well. They must be relatives. Oh, the lore is deepening. There's some weird part of me that kind of misses being able to click on the random messiness. Like the egg, sure you can click on that, but usually you can click on all the odd splats and crap all over the place. And it would just have like a small little bit of history of where that came from, maybe. What can I get for you? Actually, it's probably like, what can I get for you? Hello, Mrs. Munch. Are you Chubb's mom? I'd like chocolate pudding. Hello. Well, great talking to you, too. Are you Chubb's mom? Yes. Why? You're fatter than the son. At least you didn't say you're fatter than your son. It seems rude to, insult multiple generations of the family at once. I can live with that. I'm gonna ruin my voice if I keep that up. I'm sure she doesn't have a lot to say. I'd like chocolate pudding. Sorry, pudding costs $1. You don't have enough. Well, I've changed my mind. Alright, she has nothing to say to that. I thought she'd be irritated that I wasted her time. Pigs will probably be flying before I get out of here. That won't stop me from trying, though. I just need the counselor's keys and I'll be free. Exit, exit, noun, a door, passage, or other way of leaving a room or building. E.g., I'm going to escape this school through this exit. This is action hero, call to arms. The store is locked and the lights are out. Miss Count must be out someplace. Right, there's a whole other floor here. The auditorium is only unlocked during school performances. That won't be anytime soon, though. That has been a weirdly lacking feature. No, like, gymnasium or anything in any of these schools. Pudding. I need pudding. He's really committed to this shirt. Maybe it's the only one that's in, like, septuple XL. That's Chubb. He loves to eat sweets. His favorite place to sit down and rest is conveniently right in front of the office. I like the commitment to that they didn't even try to come up with a different thing. It's a trilogy of games, and in every one, Chubb's gonna block the door. Forget the fire extinguisher. If we want to stop a fire, we'll just ask Zach. Now that we've proven that that's an option, which one doesn't belong? The choices are 3 orange faces and 1 blue face. Just a hunch, but I think the answer they want is the blue face? Oh man, that's what the panda said. Again, that might just be the same randomness as No, You're a Moose. Oh man, that's what the panda said. Huh. Not a clue. What's going on with any of that? I wonder if John would be hard-pressed to even explain. Somebody get me out of my locker! Tongs Blockhead from Michael Swain? Just an animator on Newgrounds. Michael Swain is a genius. It is a pretty amazing series, if maybe a little absurd. This is Richie, help me out. Our old hall monitor? Well, what's the combination? I never can remember. I have it written down. I feel like it's in Mrs. Oddverb's room. It might be one of those things where it's like a muscle memory. Tell her I need to get out of here. Have you ever had like a dial lock where you don't even know your combination? You just know the motion it takes to open it? Maybe it's got something like that going on. We do have a new janitor. What do you want? The bathroom sink is stuck, the hallway's a mess, breadcrumbs and beaver spit. Probably just another random something. I think I'll leave now. Nope, not possible. Of all people, I would know if a sink was overflowing. I can hear a plumbing problem from a mile away. The hallway's a mess? Yeah, well, I gave up trying to clean the hallways. Just completely written it off. It probably only took like 2 days on the job to just give up forever on that. How can you get the hallways clean if germ-covered students crowd them multiple times a day? If I actually tried cleaning all the halls, I'd never get done, so I never plan to. Well, breadcrumbs and blah blah blah. But I don't have any breadcrumbs and beaver spit with me. If he had any, he would have hooked us up though. He's a considerate man. I think I'll leave now. Clean locker, spiffy locker. Ooh, we got ourselves a Newgrounds tank. Just a regular pylon, but I always associate that with VLC now. It's corrupted my brain. What time is it? Strawberry clock time? I guess the... I guess, like, the clock crew is just... do they have a catchphrase? That could be. Clock crew, another Newgrounds thing. And I think some of John's earliest animations were clock crew related. Why does the only clock in the whole school have to be on a poster? Is that true? There's not another one? B is a strawberry clock thing. There's a lot of really leaning hard into the Newgrounds references. Carrots are people too. Carrots are people too. They live and they die. They look orange. Or something like that. That applies to some people, I'm sure. Someday, August 15th is Clock Day on Newgrounds, and I'm sad that I missed it this year, and now I'm planning to wait a year. But I already have like a reminder set for myself for like August 1st, 2021 to start planning my Clock Day video for August 15th. It's gonna happen. I'm gonna explain the history, and all this will make sense. You're just gonna have to wait 11 months to have that paid off. The door is locked and the lights are out. She must be out someplace. And Mrs. Flask, sweet, from Diz. Which I guess there's just a commitment to the 3E sweets. We already had Mr. Reed saying it. I also like that Diz gets like a tease here. I'm guessing he wasn't planned to be a part of the game at the time. John just decided to like pay that off retroactively, which is kind of great. I think Mr. Reed made that poster. He's the librarian. That's so funny. That's like Mr. Reed's catchphrase. It's like his favorite thing. It's I thought of this all by myself to just hold sweet rather than just sweet. If I said sweet, that's my own thing. 100% Mr. Reed original. I'm gonna blast that everywhere. Leaping from the window is prohibited. The school's very strict about nobody escaping through that window, obviously. Of course, I wouldn't be crazy enough to jump out the window, even if I could. The school's very strict about nobody escaping through that window. Oh, okay, well the sign and the sign and the window have the same... What a cop-out. H2O equals breadsticks. My message is false. H2O equals water, breadsticks equals tasty. Although sometimes I really do love water. I have no clue what that's supposed to be a picture of. Looks cool, vaguely artsy, vaguely sciencey. Pluto still looks like a planet to me. Angry-face again. Pluto is angry this time. I think Pluto is no longer a planet because Chubb ate it. Shrunk it down just enough. I actually really like her dress. That she has like a bubbling flask for a dress. It's got the shape, the design. That's really cool and clever. And you can see Mrs. like Frizzle Frizz from Magic School Bus wearing that. I can absolutely see it. There's a flask picture on the wall. Mrs. Flask actually looks like a flask. To her credit, it's a great ensemble. Is your button making machine almost complete, Mrs. Flask? Well, I feel silly to admit it, but I can't turn it on. It needs a switch or a button to even work, so we need a button to make a button. It doesn't have to be big. All I need is something slightly larger than a pistachio nut. That's a button making machine. It's supposed to make buttons that say science rocks on them. And we just can't pay that off just yet. The only thing I can think like to do, because I remember this, is clog up the toilet. I wasn't sure if I had to like then flush it after to make anything really happen there. Now we should be able to summon the janitor. The sink is stuck? Not possible. Well, there might be more to that than I realized. Oh, I probably have to get him out of the room before I'm allowed to grab the quarter or whatever it is at his feet. I really have a strong refusal to bring up a walkthrough, but that means I'm quite stuck at the moment. Thanks for the bookmark. Shh. All right, we're back to keeping things quiet. The teacher's lounge. I never solved anything here. The hallway, shoe. What did she ask me? Where'd you come from? Yes, I fell asleep in class. So, I woke up. My teacher said I needed to get some coffee to wake me up. I think it's because school is as fun as watching grass grow. I hope John wasn't this cynical towards his actual school. No one liked being in school in the sense that, yeah, you'd rather be at home playing video games or whatever. But like, you got to see your friends and things. Can I sleep on that couch instead? Shoo. I think they just say shoo for every wrong answer. I want some chlorophyll too. I don't have an extra 200 on me right now. I think I do. What do you want your chlorophyll in? Just a soda can, a mug, my mouth, and a glass, and an old shoe. Also vanilla cups, am I right? Right in my mouth. Vending machine doesn't give that as an option. Doesn't have that option. I can. All right, I have $197, 3 quarters, 2 dimes, and 4 pennies. That should be enough. Actually, that adds up to $1,097.99. You're $2 and a penny short. That must be count. Mrs. Count? I knew I shouldn't have bought those cheesy school pencils. I thought there was no pencils in the school. Oh well, you probably shouldn't be in here anyways. 200 seems like a bit of a markup. Like, it's probably not a proper evaluation of this soda, but hey, if people are buying it, then why not? There's a 20-ton cat in the hallway. 20-ton cat in the hallway. It's the size of my thumb. You can't hear it meowing right now? Actually, I think it's a dinosaur, not a cat. I weighed it. So you expect us to believe a 40,000-pound cat is in the school? Sounds a bit like my cat. What does it look like? Orange and black stripes, brown, big black witch cat, neon pink and purple and green with polka dots. Black witch cat. Yeah, I bet it came to the school flying on a broom, the size of a full-grown redwood tree. Go back to class. Oh my god, there's so many potential branches here. It's a shade of brown. That's the color of my cat. How big is it? Not as fat as your face, the size of a blue whale, the size of a grand piano. It's exactly the size and shape of a sock, a blue whale. That must be an exaggeration. It wouldn't fit the school if it were the cat. If the cat was that big. Oh my goodness, there's too many things. The piano? That's just grand. How many 40,000-pound pianos do you know of? The size and shape of a sock? Either those are some huge socks, or that's just one tiny weird shaped kitten. Either way, there's obviously no 20-ton cat in the hallway. I don't think I've ever combed through the possible branches of this quite so thoroughly. It's more absurd than I realized. Orange and black stripes, I hate Mondays. The second I said it out loud, I was like, oh, this is Garfield. They're describing Garfield. I think there was like one more branch in this. I've weighed it, and it's as fat as your... No, the neon and purple and everything. That sounds like a cat on Mars. Go away. It's a shade of brown. It looks like yours. It's not as fat as your face. Face isn't that fat, is it? Oh, that's sad. 20-ton cat? Actually, it's a dinosaur. Didn't dinosaurs go extinct millions of years ago? The chance that a dinosaur is in the hallway is the same as this soda being elected president. That's not much, by the way. Instead of making up crazy dinosaur stories, go away. those my only two options? You guys can't hear it meowing right now? I don't hear anything. Me either. Are you blind? Can't you hear it? Stop messing with my mind. Okay, so the cat is mute. I don't know any mute cats. I know some cats that can't keep their mouths shut, though. With that said, shoo! It's just being very quiet. If there was really a 20-ton cat in the hall, everybody in the school would be hearing it, would hear it breathing. Exactly. The science is so sound. When did teachers at the school become so logical? Meow? I heard something. That wasn't a cat. That was him. Okay. You make a fine impression of a cat. Go back to class where cats belong. Okay, I admit, that made no sense. Just go away. Mrs. Oddverb, about Richie. Oh, wait. I fell asleep in class. I woke up. Shoo. I may have already done that one before. My teacher said I needed coffee. Which teacher did you just come from? Oh my goodness, there's too many. Mr. Clowny Big Shoes. That's a laugh. Shoo. Yeah, it's pretty funny. I thought so. I fell asleep. I need coffee. You're a bear. No, you're a bear. Go back to class. There's the commitment to whatever that weird bit is prevalent throughout the whole thing, I guess. Probably if I select anyone, Soggy is completely against coffee. I remember when he told us his story about coffee. He spilled 10 full mugs of coffee on his clothes in the first grade, and everybody teased him. Why was there so many mugs of coffee in a grade 1 class? They called him Coffee Sog or something like that. He hated that. It's the worst. It's the worst nickname ever. He didn't like the way the coffee tasted that much either. Considering that, he certainly wouldn't have told you to come and get coffee to wake you up. Shoo! Okay, I expected most of these to just be like, get out of here. Apparently there's real branches for each of these as well. I miscount, and you know that. And the other one is going to be the odd verb, and so that's obviously not going to be it either. Mrs. Oddverb, you say? Why, that's my name, too. You should probably get back to class. Mr. Oboe from the previous school. Who's Mr. Oboe? Isn't he the band teacher at the middle school? Oh yeah, that's right. Shoo! I fell asleep. I think it's because school is as fun as watching grass grow. I love watching grass grow. Do you want to see the 8-hour grass growing video that I taped last Saturday? Yes, I'd love to spend 8 hours of my time watching that. Oh wait, my friend at the fast food place has it right now. It looks like it's not gonna happen. Bye. It sounds like the cure for insomnia. No, it's exciting. Go away. It's not fun to make fun of people's hobbies, Phil. Very uncool. I'd rather watch ice melt. Is that like her second favorite? I have a video of that too. It's about 4 hours. Want to see that one instead? Oh my goodness, these branches keep going. Yes, watching a cube of ice melt for 4 hours sounds great. Ice, ice, baby. I'll go get the videotape. Ah, wait, I forgot. I sent it to that big movie company yesterday. It looks like we won't get to experience the wonders of ice melting. At least not yet. Pretty soon it'll be up in the big silver screen, IMAX. And then we can take it in all of its glory. No, what's wrong with you? It's just ice. Just ice? More like justice. Miscount. You took that joke from Mastermind too. Which I'm pretty sure is another Michael Swain movie, the same guy who made Blockhead. I don't know what she's talking about. Shoo! Holy crap, I did not expect to spend whatever 10 minutes on this ridiculous branch of dialogue. I'd rather watch grass grow. Circling back around. Oh god, you just get stuck in a loop if you do that. I think I'm in the wrong room. I don't think I ever clicked that one. You legitimately can't click it. Maybe there was a time where I could have clicked it, and now it's overwritten by the fact that Mrs. Oddverb about Richie. What about Richie? Breadcrumbs and beaver spit. Oh, I didn't. I meant to click that one. Again, I think I said he's locked in the locker. Do you think I should go to my classroom and look for the combination now? You smell like an elephant. Answer the question. No. Huh? Nah, don't bother. Dang, I was trying to abort this because I didn't get the full branch of the dialogue. Damn it! Ah. Well, so long and enjoy your little task there. I should probably leave too. Just got like uncomfortable, awkward all of a sudden, just bailing. Damn it! All that commitment. The apple just got bit. I could have sworn the apple in the picture didn't have a bite in it a minute ago. Me too. A room's bright enough already. I don't think I need to turn on the lamp. It's a red couch. I had one of those for breakfast with my dog this morning. Which, that was too weird of a joke for me in Riddle School too. But now that you've brought it back around and paid it off with the dog eating your green couch, now you joined him in eating the red couch. I'm on board for that. I enjoy the callback and the payoff. Chlorophyll, $200 though, not going to afford it. Just scour the cabinets for anything valuable, probably some loose cash. I see a peeled banana in the microwave. Taking some lessons from the wallpaper, I see. There's really nothing more to say about that. I was laughing the last time I had coffee. If I remember correctly, our table caught fire. I was grounded for 10 seconds after that happened. Well, it was torture. Oh, it's the same. It's connected to the same thing there. The drawer. Such dedication to having independently accessible cabinets and drawers. Really went for it. Blah, blah. Is that somehow... Oh, I was thinking, like, was all of that just for that nickel? Then no, it populates those classrooms, so now I can go to, like, Miss Count's room. Go bananas for algebra! Monkey around, monkey business, go monkeys! Barrel! Cool, a trash barrel! I want one of those! Monkey doll. It's a stuffed monkey doll. They're one of a kind. Is every single one of them gonna say that? That's pretty great. Monkey around. Okay, instead of like monkeying around, they just like kind of whiffed it on that one. Go bananas for algebra. I can't call that my favorite poster ever. There's even a monkey on the blackboard. There's some serious commitment to themes across the various rooms of the school. This was the most dedicated one. I hate monkeys. Wow, not what I was expecting. Ah, the keyboard key. That just truly is a shame. I'm sorry to hear that life just kind of has you down there. Nothing seems to be going your way. Moo! There's more moos on the wall. The stars spell out moo. They must be part of the Milky Way. Okay, there's actually a legit payoff. There's like not a payoff, but like the other moo was just nothing. There's a pretty clever joke. To be or not to be. That is the poster. That looked like she was holding her grenade for a second. This is the letter green. The letter green isn't as awesome as the color 6. Get angry. Wow, there's angry face just everywhere here. I'm already angry. The spelling test. I stupid as much as I could for that test. Studied as much. That's Mrs. Oddverb. Isn't that odd? Like a little bit. Nothing crazy. I found the combination of Richie's locker. Why the goat doesn't say blobbles? Which that is like this came up. I showed it off already in a previous episode. Maybe in the first one even. That blobbles is like one of John's first things. Like before Riddle School, he made blobbles. Somebody help me get out of my locker. Which I think you have to do it backwards because it would be like it looks like blobbles upside down. Why does it sound like a slot machine? Like every single one of those. Blobbles. And now it'd be 3. Nailed it. Really? Oh, I thought a whole like trick of it was that it was upside down and you had to get that right. Oh, because I did bloobles. There you go. I'm too distracted by like Phil Eggtree. That might be the first time he has a last name. The combination. Thanks. Oh, thanks for the payout. By the way, I'm collecting buttons. What a weird way to end a conversation. I want to start like telling people my hobby as I walk away from them. Okay, cool, good seeing ya. By the way, I make YouTube videos. No further communication beyond that. I'm so distracted by my own childish brain of wanting to make boobs or boobies or whatever in the calculator that blobbles. I got them mixed up. So, button into here. Make ourselves our one Swift Love Science button. Science rocks. Same difference. You look impressed. It's a start. It seemed like it almost blew up in the process. It was not a very smooth interaction overall. Richie, I think you went this direction. Yes, sir. If you find any buttons or badges of any kind lying around, show them to me. Nice. Do you actually like science, or do you just like buttons? Here's my last quarter. Keep it. Do I have enough for the pudding? I think I still have to do something with this, right? I have to... I don't think the toilet has been damaged thoroughly enough. I have to be a little bit more delinquent and really put it over the edge here. The flusher, I had to click the actual flusher to flood it. Missed that previously. Did I hear a toilet clog? Did, past and present. Well, you have fun with that. The janitor's stalling. Seriously though, does it take that long to remove toilet paper from a toilet? I imagine it would take quite some time. Especially when you flush the toilet. You're not making it easy on it. Quick quarter. There's a bucket on the floor. I'd better not kick it. Moppity mop 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 moppity mop 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 moppity moppy mop mop moppity mop 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 mop. It's a chair. What do you want me to do? Eat it? Oh, you could have a sit. You could test out its ergonomics. See how it reclines. See how difficult it is to balance on its back legs. There's plenty of things you could be doing. I'll take a pudding, please. They actually a commitment to the real change there. Wow, that's just like the medium, I'm guessing. I small probably would have sufficed for me personally. It seems like a potentially excessive amount, I'll say. Here you go, buddy, old pal. Well, maybe we're not buddies. I'm not even just giving it to him. It's like, go get it. You know, doesn't seem like something very nice. I love the dedication to the, like, doing a full-on Indiana Jones with that. But I don't think you can go to the auditorium. I didn't remember ever seeing the inside of it. Who knew Chubb would make such a great wrecking ball? Miley Cyrus. Pretty sure she is a Riddle School fan and wrote her song all about it. Hello, this is Mrs. Moose. How can I help you? Oh my god, another branch that I'm sure is way longer than it should be. Give me all your money. You're an insolent tub of lard. 5 appears to be asleep. I was sent here to see Mr. Potato. There's a lot of awards behind you. Why is my picture on the wall? Which I think that's one of the menu screen, like when you select the different options or hover the different options and you get a different circle with Fred in it. Phil, that's one of them. And I don't know if it's from this game or the previous game. I think I'm in the wrong room. I just want to cycle through options. Give me all your money. I can see you are not needed here. Have a nice day. You're an insolent tub of lard. Speak for yourself, kid. Wow, she really knows how to throw it back. 5 appears to be asleep. Yes, he is. What do you want me to do? Pet him. I can see you're not needed here. Well, I thought that seemed like a pretty good solution. Wake him up. Huh, like that would do anything. I'm not going to wake him up just because you said so, especially when there's no point in doing it. As like the president, does he just have some really awesome, like, extra privileges? Like that he's just allowed to be asleep at all times? Greg can't help it. Guy's got like a clinical problem. 5 just seems like he's lazy. Count? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That was exciting. Can you leave now? I'm exhilarated. I've never been more excited in my life. Bash my shoes against the ceiling for 20 minutes. That's a little over the top. I was sent here to see all the awards. Yeah, we got the Clean Office Award, the Worst Office Award, the Fattest Office Award, the Dull Office Award, the Ugliest Office Award, the Office Award, the Dirtiest Office Award, the Naryosh Office Award, all in the same day. Which I don't even know what Naryosh is. Totally lost on that one. Why is my picture on the wall? I couldn't find a picture of the counselor. But you could find a picture of me? I'm a little concerned. Why would you be sent to see the counselor? Because I'm awesome. I failed to see the logic behind that, but go right in. We got Alien Hominid and Super Fancy Pants Man. And he's like kind of playing like Bit Trip Runner or something. Mr. Potato kind of has a little bit of a potato-y shaped head. Kind of an egg-shaped head, which is funny that Egg Tree doesn't have an egg head. It's probably more potato than egg. It's just gotten increasingly easy to steal from these counselors, hasn't it? That was by far the easiest one, says you. Enough said. That's 5. He's in the t-shirt business right now, I believe. I have 3 of his awesome Vote 5 shirts at home. Which again, that's like a Newgrounds thing. That's Mrs. Moose. Moose's. That's Mrs. Moose's. Is that, did I not notice that before? I find the name to be quite funny. It's just a bunch of file cabinets. Am I really that ugly? There's awards on the wall. Exciting. It's pink. Pink sticky note. It's a bunch of notices. I didn't notice that. That's like the least things to possibly to interact with. Nah. Like, none of that was important. That's fine. Whatever. It's just silly. I don't know. I guess at that point it's like, whatever. It's the end of the game. There's just things, okay? Things are on the wall. What do you want? You want me to have something to say? Something profound and important and funny to say about literally everything on every wall? No, thank you. Sounds like a bit too much for me. Damn. What a super great looking place. Does he drive a Volkswagen? It's just funny to think of things like that. Like, if Phil Eggtree were to drive a car, what car would he drive? Do keys ever have labels on them that claim that they're keys? There's a particular payoff. And does he drive like a bug? There's a particular payoff in this end sequence I've always loved. Stay tuned after the credits to see your time. Ooh, it was not fast by any means. I kind of knew that I was not going through things quickly. I'm going through them thoroughly. There's a joke much earlier in the game about escaping school when pigs fly. And then at the end sequence here, we get a flying pig, which I always just thought was fantastic. Oh, God. I did not remember that happening. I was trying to enjoy the, like, niceness of it. Well, there's Naryosh. Now we're seeing where that came from. And Karsh and Zonic. Oh, Zonic is like his own character, apparently. An elusive 3-year-old who isn't really 3. And Puddin', maybe Puddin's even a reference as well. Who's to say? I wasn't expecting him to just bash into a sign. That was terrible. Animal cruelty. That one was even a worse wipeout than the first one. Jesus, this poor pig. The special thanks for this game is very long. My algebra teacher who was obsessed with monkeys. That's really funny that joke's entirely based on like a real teacher, but then they flipped it to have a monkey themed classroom, but that the teacher themselves hates monkeys. Yeah, it took a while, mostly for me thoroughly exploring more so than like getting stuck. I did get stuck, but not for very long. And we didn't even look at like the fun facts yet. Time to make 2 vlog. Which at this point, yeah, I feel like the series had inflated to a point that like, yeah, it probably did take a while. A lot of library items, 22 rooms, frames, I don't know, a bunch. Scenes, just 1, really, which frames and scenes are important from an animating perspective. I postponed making this game for a whole year because I wasn't ready to finish it. I started making it in January and finished it in March of 2008. In the game, you'll see plenty of Newgrounds cameo appearances, as well as a whole lot of inside jokes that nobody but me and my friends will understand. Anyways, I truly hope you enjoy the game, which, so that's where goofy things like "No, you're a bear" are coming from. There's like a decent amount of that throughout the game, which I kind of love. It's kind of endearing. It means nothing to anyone now, but I do like the idea. There was a whole thing about playing through the game a second time, and like the hint in the library, so that's what I'm doing. I don't know if I did this one before. Can I sleep on the couch? You just get kicked out. What about Richie, breadcrumbs, and beaver spit? What does that have to do with anything? What about Richie? He doesn't know what a Goomba Troopa is. Neither do I, actually. Is there something else I should know? I beat the stuffing out of him. Yes! I mean, go back to class. Even the teachers don't like the hall monitors. It's like just not cool for kids to grab at authority like that, I guess. People are just never really going to be fans of it. There we go. We got that full branch of the conversation there. I have to go look for the combination. Yes. Ooh, I also just noticed that the time on the microwave is 1337. We got another leet slipped in there. It's really telling of the time that this game was made, because it's like really hilariously something that Puffballs United seemed dedicated to. It's like a recurring bit. There is leet throughout the Henry Stickmin series as well. Certainly not a speed run, but I'm making far better time than 48 minutes. Oh yeah, I can do this branch now too. Why do you want to see the counselor? I have a ruler with gum on it. I can see you're not needed here. Also, it is always Mrs. Moose's. I just somehow missed that the first time. Says you. You like the Says You poster? Because I don't. I can see you're not needed here. And only one more option previously missed. I'm in trouble. Your trouble is not my trouble. Go away, you troublesome troublemaker. I'm glad we circled back for that, because I actually think that's pretty funny. Woohoo! Just 2 times finished. I also really like this jam at the end here. Oh god, okay, things just start like breaking. I wasn't sure when something would kick in. Oh my god. You've been possessed by Monkey Doll. Why is that so creepy and disturbing? Whatever that is, whatever that energy is that John was utilizing to create that sequence, just under 10 minutes. I guess he channeled that forwards and applied that when he made One Night at Flumpty's, because, like, that was genuinely quite creepy. Definitely, just like a weird payoff, a weird reason to encourage someone to play through the game twice. Like, I don't even think it adds anything else here. Like, it doesn't further expand your options or anything in the main menu. That was all it was. Anyways, there you have it. The world's longest playthrough of Riddle School 3. It's really fun for me to look back at my old videos of this. Fun in the sense that, like, oh god, they're terrible. But that it was also like a 20-minute video. Because I tried to be thorough, but I just don't think I had any commentary to add. And didn't explore every possible thing. And, like, it's just really vindicating it or validating myself that I'm revisiting the series. Because it's like I clearly had more to say and more to contribute to the fandom of Riddle School, I suppose. So I'm glad I'm doing it. Thank you guys all so much for watching. I'll see you again soon.